Hey everyone! So, we are approaching. Oh, did I pronounce it? Alec? 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 Oh, God. Terrible pronouncing Irish, well, places in general, so I'll try my best here. Alright, I'll just show on the map, so we're just over here. Courting the Kings.
An impressive fortress. One cannot help but wonder what's within. Now to see how they treat someone with a king's pass.
Oh yeah? Okay.
More and less, far. Shin Imero. Ath nuid Morgarvan for.
What business have you here?
The business of kings. Here's my pass.
Go on, then.
Thank you.
Who are you to come before the kings of Ilar unannounced?
Virgil.
Hello, Barrett.
You're not Virgil. I don't know you.
I am Sturm of Donegal. Who is Fergal?
The king of Dublin speaks of a cousin who advised us for a time. A glorified goat herder who should have taken our advice. So, Sturm, what brings a Viking from Donegal here?
You tell me. I came at your invitation.
There's
Nicely
some
done.
mistake. I sent no such message. It wasn't me. It could have been you know who. But he hates Vikings. Forgive my brother's bluntness. We will get to the root of this, I assure you. Can I offer you a drink?
Yes? More drink? I haven't seen the bottom of my cup since I got here. If I wasn't a trusting man, I'd say they're trying to keep me drunk.
No drink for me. I'll return when you have finished your king's business.
Absolutely.
If it's not drink you're wanting, you should take a tour of the ring fort. It's renowned throughout the land.
As we've told you several times, King Barda, the ring fort of Varla is not open to guests. In
Really?
fact, you could even say that it's closed for a select few.
Ah, so you're keeping prisoners there. Oh, have a drink, you two. Do you think I haven't taken a few hostages myself?
I'll seek out a place to rest until you remember why I was summoned here.
Of course, of course. Your pass will grant you free run of this place.
If you see Fergal, say hello for me.
For the last time, Barrett, the ring fort is off limits.
Not to us anymore, because we're getting in there.
If I read Barrett right, freeing Fergal could be key to liberating Harlech. And to do that, I need to get inside that fort. Cast
Right.
about this land, my friend.
Gotcha.
My pass won't get me into that ring fort. I'll need to find another way.
Oh yeah, already looking into that. Okay. All right. You're down there, all right. Cloak through. Now. Okay. You're over there, okay. Where did the... What in that... Where did the guy with the key go? Oh, I see.
Hey, what's going on?
I hope this is the right key.
All right. There's also, you have to reach, by the way, to get to this chest. You need to go to that crack up there. Just so you know. Because there's a little bar on the other side of the door. To prevent you, so...
What? Hey, you're Ava, right? You served King Barrett. We were meant to check on the king and report back, but soldiers grabbed us and threw us in here.
Gotcha.
I'll let you out. Return to King Flann if you can.
Spread out! We have this! Can't hold out much longer! Suffer from that! Out of options, dog!
Good, there's one way to do it.
I'll finish you! Thank you, friend.
You're welcome.
Is there someone here named Fergal?
I am he. My thanks. Who wants to know, Viking?
I serve Barith McKeever and King Flann Shinna. They offer you freedom.
You're going down!
Okay, let's do this. Should have gone the other way, but that's alright. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's secure this fort.
Brothers, let's end this! Grab your consent! Stop it!
Damn it.
Right, the idiot! Press hard! You bleeding donkey! I'll take you!
Oh, cool. Trust your God keeps you well. Rumors of arrest that come to our ears of the current Chancellor of Power. Whispers of discontent always come with the changing of winds. They're expected but not heeded. When a new king arises, one must show some whip or risk rebellion. A simple reminder of how balance sways. Do not be concerned by reports of an invading army. It is meant to impress, not to usurp. And possesses no danger to those loyal to the crown. One savior, humble servant, King Flanshina, High King of Ireland. Okay. Hello there. Oh, right, gotcha.
Hey!
There we go. All at one. Okay, cool. No problem. Let's do that.
Christ is surely with us!
There we go.
Follow my lead! Pathetic!
Ah!
Too slow.
Go. Ha. Nice. Nice. No, they're prepared to talk. Bet they are now.
Join us, cousin. We've been having a grand old time, the
I'm
Kings and
sure.
It's the abbot who's turned this place into a prison. He's taken hostages from all the families to control all of Ireland. Shut your gab, Donald. Owen will kill you if you talk too much. And Flan will kill us if we don't.
True.
It's like Donald said. It was Owen. He told us to delay whoever came until...
Until what?
Until the abbot can move his forces in.
Oh,
How
yeah.
many men? How many?
We don't know. No one does. He has some companies at Armagh, more men than he lets on. That's all I know.
Left to my cousin, you'd both be puddles of blood and guts. But King Flan might spare your heads. You'll be treated as hostages, not prisoners, until your king decides what to do with you. Now, think on your sins. It'll be easier in the end to let them keep their crowns, but they don't need to know that yet.
Flan must learn of this trap.
I've already sent messengers telling him to pull his army back. I wasn't going to sit on my arse waiting for you.
Good.
I'm impressed.
Don't be. It took days of drinking that swill before Neil finally grew bored and careless.
Ah.
You've outdone yourself. I'll be sure to let the king know who the real hero was today.
Thanks to you, cousin. Make sure that message reached Flan and I'll join you all later.
Understood.
May Sol and Maune guide ye.
We leave this in your capable hands, Fareth. This thing. Right. This way, so we're probably gonna have to. I bet it's not gonna take any word from, believe any of us, and be like, no, you're telling fibs. We're gonna have to fight off a counterattack and an assault, aren't we? I've got a feeling. It's like, why would I trust what Barrow said? Dude, he's been on a mission, okay? Trying to save your ass, and you just probably won't listen to him. You're stuck in your own pride. I've got a feeling that's what's gonna happen. And Abbot Owen's gonna come and bring his forces and just trash the damn place. Which wouldn't surprise me. Oh, try it anyway.
Eivor, you did well at Alec.
Alec.
We march in the morning. I think it no small thing for you to lead my honor guard.
Did you not get Barrett's message, Lord? You must pull back, not move forward. This ruse is part of a larger trap, not yet sprung.
Barrett believes to know the minds of these kings, but the church has taken root and flourished since my uncle's day.
The church is behind the plot against you.
Exactly.
Did the message say nothing of Abbot Owen?
King Neil and King Donal were doubtless seeking to cast blame elsewhere. The church is a convenient scapegoat.
But it's true, you idiot.
Truth to Barrett's
Yeah,
suspicions.
exactly.
Owen is the abbot of Armagh, God's appointed in
Who
Ireland.
cares?
I cannot doubt him on the word of a friend.
You idiot.
Pagan.
Huh, good
Why
point.
are you all still here? Did my message not get through?
No, he doesn't
It
believe
did,
us.
but King Flann is not convinced.
Exactly.
You must pull out the clawher now, my king, before we are surrounded by Owen's army.
You do not command me, Barrett McKeever. If there was an army, my scouts...
Your scouts are dead. Baldur's blood, Flann. How many must die before you learn to trust?
You forget yourself, Barrett. Do not invoke your false gods in my presence.
Listen.
And there you
what's
go.
that?
Owen's wolves
An
have
assault.
arrived. I didn't come this far to die in a tent, my king.
Fair point.
We're under attack!
Come on!
Let's get to it. God, he has some
This
serious
place is
trust
heavily
issues.
guarded.
Alright, let's deal with them.
I know! I'll take more heads than you, cousin!
Do not wager on it! Yeah!
If we hold off this assault, we will save the day!
Take out the standard bearers, they're always really annoying. There we go.
They're all around us!
The archers have fire!
They come from the fields!
Yep, working on it.
Blast your doctor's barbs! Leave them alive!
Let me take care of those archers for you.
God is with me!
I offer your death to Odin!
Seek out Flann and Shira and Starkey. I'll gather the men and meet you back here.
Until then, cousin.
Got him. Yeah, no, you won't.
No! So far! I'll finish you! That's the last of them!
Nice. Look at his archer's quick shot.
Could use your help,
Come with me! I'll be your shield!
Grant me strength!
They're on the road!
They have no honor. Show them no mercy.
Right in the middle of them all. That's the way. Get those axes swinging. Really? What advantage is that, eh? Nice!
They retreat!
You've saved us.
For now. For now. At a heck of a cost, though. Right. Where to next?
We held them off. At a great cost.
Yeah, no kidding.
Eivor, where is Barith?
We'll go and find him.
Barith! Can you hear me? Barith McKeever! Have you seen King Barith?
Aye. He was headed towards the farm on the edge of the village.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
It grips my heart.
He's not going to be alive, is he?
Barith!
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Barith,
Rest easy.
I'm here.
A glorious end, don't you think? Worthy of a saga, maybe.
Oh,
And
definitely.
you thought I'd gone soft.
Never.
No one knew your true measure.
Except you, cousin. You never doubted me.
Your bravery will be remembered, Barith. I'll see to it.
Go to the halls of Odin. And
Hold
drink
your
yourself,
weapon well,
silly.
cousin. I will see you in Valhalla.
You deserve it, Barith.
Siegfried is my Valhalla, Eivor. Valhalla need not be a place. It can be a legacy.
True.
John must back him. Have him swear by his God. There's nothing the Christians fear more than their Almighty's wrath.
True. Especially back in those days. But to be fair, I think that is also doesn't matter which god it was, to be fair.
It will be done.
Hey, Flan.
The hero's funeral. Barith has become a greater man in death than he was in life.
Which is a bit unfortunate.
Or maybe we were too small to see his full size.
That's true.
A harsh truth. But fair. He saw more clearly than I. And I ignored his counsel.
Obviously.
Owen will pay for his death.
What then? When the abbot is gone and you've tamed the north? What of Siegfried? Will you give him your royal support?
When he has proven himself. It would not be good politics at this time.
Trolls take your politics. Barith gave his life in your service. If this is how you repay loyalty, you'll be in short supply.
Twice you stung me with truth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll return the favor.
Fair enough.
Siegfried isn't ready. But he could be. with proper teaching.
That's
Good.
fair. That's true.
He'll benefit from your wisdom.
And my support. But neither throne will be secure while Owen lives.
True.
We'll throttle the snake. And afterward, the fate of this land will be in your hands. Yours and Sigfrid's.
The horses are being made ready, my king. Sure you don't want to rest your bones and leave by dawn's light?
Don't think there's
Thoughts
much time.
way too rough for sleep. I've an army and reputation to reclaim. The second may prove harder than the first.
Yeah, I agree in this instance.
My mother used to tell me how the Morrigan would feed on the death of heroes, then fill men's heads with thoughts of war. I imagined using the Tara Stone to drown out their song, the way Bishop Patrick drove the snakes from Ireland.
Ah.
There's no power strong enough to do what you say. Not even the gods can change fate. The world is destined to end in war.
'Twas not but the fantasy of a young girl, so...
Tell Flon I'll come to him after I've arranged things with Sigfrid.
Tell him yourself. I'm not leaving yet.
I got a pet tribute song. That's lovely. Right, the first thing I want to do is get out this miserable night's gloom. Gloomy night. Let's get down to Dublin. So, Sigfrid, I've got some really bad news for you. Well, you know already, obviously.
Eivor, we will march upon Armagh immediately.
This place smells like a brewer's hut.
I will blood eagle the abbot with my own hands. I will blanket the north with the skulls of petty kings.
Enough! If you charge into Armagh like a berserker, they will crucify you like their Christ.
Good point.
I'm sorry to tell you, my king. The siege weapons you requested are being held by Armagh.
Of course they
Hell
are.
have that abbot. Those weapons were to be a show of the strength of Dublin's new king.
Forget about shows of strength. Cast your fortunes with Flon. The High King will be a powerful ally if you back him now. Where are these weapons coming from? Who's supplying Armagh?
A shadowy web of pirates run by a druid cult.
Oh yeah?
They roost along the northern coast, looting and trading in equal measure.
These druids, do they call themselves the Children of Danu?
In fact, they do. Led by one they call the Siege.
Ah!
Now that you have their scent, I wish you a good hunt.
Oh
If
yeah?
there is nothing more, my king, I will return to my shop.
Let's go and hunt the seed then.
I will gather what forces I can wherever I can, and join them to Flans. Together we will avenge my father.
You have a strength that comes from him. When you find that, men will follow.
Right. Note given by Azar. Right. Hide and kill the seed. Oh, I fully intend to. 100%. Fully intend to. As he travels seas to gather weapons where the seed stays. In aren't as known by the deer. But the seed is in Ireland. You can is now can be learned in Morvilla Abbey. Discover both sea and send the Norse. Okay, so where this learned in Morvilla Abbey. Okay. Eastern Peninsula, Morvilla Abbey. Okay. Oh, here we are. Cool. Let's go and hunt down the seed. Then reveal Abbot Owen as the oak. I know it's him. I can tell by the robes straight away on the character. So it's not. It's a bit of a giveaway. So I'm just calling it because it's obvious at this point. Like seriously, it is. I'll give you. If you haven't, if you've seen Abbot Owen in the story, you probably can't see this very clearly. But if you turn up the lighting on device, you'll see pretty obviously those robes and the patterns. It's Abbot Owen. I mean, it's pretty obvious. But I'd be rather shocked if it wasn't him. Let's put it that way. So, any specifics about whereabouts, or is it just plain? Okay, so it's just investigate, so it could be anywhere. Whoops, daisies.
What? Help! What? You're going down!
Could be anywhere. Although I'm guessing it's probably going to be in here.
Christ is surely with us! Focus! We have this! God is with me!
Beck? Oh god, okay. Hey, no you don't. Right. Oh god, how am I? Oh, this is going to be a pronunciation, isn't it? Dear Lord, I write this in humble speculation, in supplication. It is that the one they call the seed is returned to Irish shores. Please, O Lord, do not let him take my sons for his war. The seed wishes to unseat God King Flann, and cares not how many die in the effort. My boys are of a tender age and will not survive the seed's harsh measures. Hear me in this, O Lord. Lord Bech Mach Nachti. I could call him Beck. That's the easiest way. Beck grew up in the harbour town of Dunford, where he was taught that the tides, swells, and sea winds were in fact spirits, and as such could be sacrificed and placated. He proved adept in coming to terms with the sea's moody nature, and soon travelled at great distances by sea. When the children of Danu came calling, he rose quickly as both a procurer of weapons and distant lands, and as a disciplinarian of the acolytes. He is both feared and respected. Right. Excuse me. Oh, so he is in there. Right. Huh. Okay. I suppose technically to some degree I could actually just call the boat and it'd be probably, well, actually it probably is just quicker to sail anyway. On
Let's
our
go.
way! Sails away! I can't use the... Damn it. I was trying to hope to get one of those, you know, the perspective views? I forgot what it's called now, but yeah. It's alright. Gonna be a bit faster anyway. Don't have to climb up rocks or anything, so it's easier. And we're going at a fair rate of knots anyway, so that's good. Try and take the shortest route possible if I can by sea. The marker there, nice. Literally a marker. I'll tuck in on this left hand side. It is this one. Yes, it is. Go and take care of the seed of Thech.
Drop the sail!
These would be the arms dealers Asar spoke of. I must approach carefully.
Ah, to hell with careful. To hell with it. It's not that far of a bloody... Oh my god, how can you not grab onto that? How? Oh, never mind.
Exotic goods. These traders cast a wide net.
No kidding. I'm just going completely blunt on this one. I don't even care.
To hell with you! Work with me! You're going to die!
You're going down.
We keep up with the balance.
Off! Oh, no, not quite.
Lumbering to your fate.
Whoops, wrong person.
God won't let us lose. You're mine.
Right.
Won't survive. Kill you. Remain steadfast.
There we go. Take care of them. Should I say confirm it? Seed, I have crippled the
fallen child.
I've crippled the foot, the vaunted flan at Cloga. So it's... God damn, I want to bloody read that! For God's sake!
What god will greet him at his death?
Come on, I want to bloody read that! Yeah, that was obvious from the beginning. I mean, from the moment I could see who it was, I wanted to read the damn note! Oh, that pisses me off. No, yes, okay, I get it, thank you. Oh, for God's sake, yes, game, I understand that. Jesus, you just completely robbed me of a note I wanted to read, come on! Or is that actually the note? Oh, okay, it isn't, okay, right. Seed, I've crippled the vaunted Thrawn from Kluger. Those Alec bastards sought to expose my hand, but the trap was already sprung. Bring your army to Armagh. Seed. Once 45, my abbey will rival the strength of the sorry Bishop of Rome himself. The wait will be over, the oak. Ha! Right. Interesting. Okay, so Druid Owen the Oak. Olan, Druid Owen the Oak. Owen. The youngest boy of a large family, Owen was destined for a life in the church. He dutifully fasted, prayed, and learned his scriptures. Deep within, however, he resented every moment. In his youth, while exploring a wooded area near his village, he came across a druid ritual in progress. He found the earthiness of the ritual deeply compelling, much more so than that of bread and wine. He realized that by rising to a position of power in the church, while keeping his druidic life secret, he could work from within and bring down the new religion in favor of his ancient one. Okay. He established the Children of Danu, dedicated to the earliest and most brutal form of paganism as a means to destroy the threats to their beliefs. So, unless he was commissioned by King Alfred, or, you know, being a man of the church and everything, I mean, okay, I know he's got an Irish name, but even so, I mean, he could have, I forgot what the name of there's a term they use for when nuns and priests, they take like a special religious journey. I forgot, but you get my point. There's those, if you could take those journeys to England, to one in Winchester or something like that, and then being recruited at a young age. If that's not the case, then he's just greed. It's greed and power. That's all this is. It's his love for the druidic ways and his wanting to take complete control. So he's not actually... Okay, so if I read this right, then he's not a Order of the Ancients member. This is just something completely separate. It's not even pre-Templar. It's not even... I mean, the only thing that might be, if the stone, as from what I've been hearing, is something super special, being the Lia Fial. If that is somehow really special, like it's some sort of powerful stone, or hell, even Isu related, who the hell knows, that would be the only connection to that, being ancient power or something like that, if it is like for Amber, for some controlling power. If that's the case, then other than that, this has nothing to do with the Order of the Ancients. This is complete. I mean, I get it. Like, the Templar ways were very much like, there's the Master Templar who controlled a sect in a country, in smaller countries. When I say, I mean like comparison to Ireland to something like France or the Holy Roman Empire or Spain, that sort of like comparison. Like, Ireland is small by comparison in that sense. So you'd have like a Master Templar who controlled who oversaw all duties in that country like that. So it kind of makes you think that this is nothing Templar related, and Templars weren't even in existence, because that was an idea brought by King Alfred, which I'm assuming Goodwin's going to become a Knights Templar or a Templar Knight. So this is something totally different. So this has no relation to the Templars. The only relation is his greed and power, which, sure, yes, okay, there's an argument there that it is Templar-like behavior. Yes, I would agree with you. Problem being is that they're not actual Templars. The Templar Order hasn't actually been created yet. It's just an idea. Alfred is himself at the end of the game, like when we're talking to Ava, I even explained that was his idea, his imagining he wanted to create this. And so as far as I'm aware, that hasn't actually been created because it's just an idea, which means he can't be a Templar. Unless there's like 10 years later, unless this DLC is set like 10 years later and he's managed to actually found it, but like you think that it was actually saying this sort of bio thing, which I'll have to check for the codex even, is if that's not the case, then he's not a Templar. So this game is literally pulling a foundation. It's sort of almost being, at least in my opinion, a bit of a hypocrite in its own right, because it's saying, oh, we're going to make you take out this cult who are comparable to the Templars, so comparable to the Order of the Ancients for their wicked power, for the Templars wanting to control everything. Yes, there's a comparison there. But they're not. At least the Order of the Ancients, it makes sense, because that was the precursor to that, to the Templars, which is explained by King Alfred. Excuse me, so that makes perfect sense. It really does. So, I mean, I don't know, it's just weird. Huh. This game has... Assassin's Creed Valhalla was, you know, the idea of it was really good, and the generational thing where it's like 100, 200 years before Altair makes complete sense, because that's the newly found for the Templar Order. That makes sense, because that's like maybe 100 up to a century later. 2 centuries in the 12th century, I think it is, with the original AC is set, means the Templar Order is new, but they're still quite powerful. And it's, you know, if I recall, it's the French King's Lieutenant that is the Grand Master. The game's that old, but anyway, but it's or something like that. But it's one of those things that it shows that the Templar Order is quite young, but still very powerful. And to be fair, the Knights Templar, Templar Knights, the Order of the Knights Templar, which is a known thing, were extremely powerful in the old day, in the very old days, and very influential and very, very wealthy, like seriously wealthy. And to build up that idea, if you carry that through, that they'll able to accumulate that much wealth and power very quickly, which actually makes sense for positions of prominence and influence, which makes sense. But it's only a comparison to this. There's no ties to anything. It's internal. It's like a civil war almost, like a civil struggle, like a rival struggle. That's all it is. There's no actual connection. There's no literally, there's no assassin related thing in this. It's just a Viking that needs to help, and he's going to take out members of the Children of Danu, this cult. There's no assassin in this. There's no Assassin's Creed value in it. It's just an organization. They're not Templars. They're not Order members. Wow. That's really dumb of the game. How can the vision for Ubisoft have not... It's like they were trying to... I get they're trying to insinuate the similarities, but at the very least, sure, they might give context later on, but I'm just saying, probably in hindsight they might be different, but right now they're not giving. They're giving mass assumptions and saying here's a comparison to what it could be like. They're not giving any direct links to either the Order of the Ancients, because they're supposed to be all over the world, but they're not even using the same symbol. They don't go anything by the same name. There's no mention of it. And that's what it's like, what's the point? It's like they're trying to show, here's a concept of what it could be. But it's not. We're not assassins. Yes, okay, sure. A Viking that we turn into a possible assassin. Yeah. The only thing I can see different in it needs to, in the Siege of Paris, right? That's when, if for any sort of reason, it would need to be the Templar Order. The Templar Order, this would need to be situated probably at least 10 years later, if not longer, perhaps 30, who the hell knows, right? And in that sense, and that would need to begin the Templar Order. Because the Order of the Ancients, at least in England, which was a powerhouse, the idea for King Alfred needs to be brought to fruition, at least in the beginnings. If not that, because I assume we're going to meet Rollo in France, because it's the Siege of Paris. It would make perfect. In fact, if he's not there, then what the hell are they bothering with history for? I understand it's taking. I understand the whole thing of different Vikings, but you get my point. Like Rollo, Rollo's involved, so directly. If ever watch Vikings, I won't say any more. But it's just one of those things that I just find like, what the hell? It's just from the information I've read here. It's like there's no correlation to the Templars or the Order of the Ancients. Is all I'm trying to say. They're trying to make similarity and comparisons. Nothing more. This is supposed to be done in Assassin's Creed DLC. Making assumptions via comparisons is not an Assassin's Creed thing. It's not. It's saying, here's what could be. Here's something a little similar. What the hell? They've just gone such a huge backward step in this. Anyway, I just thought I'd say that, just speak about that, because it's something that reading this is just, it's blatant and I don't like it. I really don't. But, yeah. Where are we? We at the I can leave that place on my own time. It's not a big issue. But yeah, all right. We'll end this one here. Sorry, I had to just express my concern and just voice that a bit, because yeah, it's just it's worrying. It's genuinely worrying. Like the Muspelheim thing for the whole, maybe Asgardian, Odin, whatever, like that, something separate, fine. Fine, I get it. But are you talking historical stuff, but no actual relation? I've got serious problems with that. And I'm sure other Assassin's Creed fans would as well. I would expect it. But anyway, getting this one here. I've waffled on enough. I hope I'm proven wrong. I really, really hope I'm proven wrong, but we shall see. I'll catch you next time, everyone.